Enjoyed those videos about thanking the people that are giving to the kingdom and to the kingdom through your church. Such an important idea. I'm joined here with my friend John Stanley. John is a board member with Leadership Network, and I'm excited to have John here because John has a real enthusiasm and passion for this idea of generosity and stewardship in the kingdom. John, tell us a little bit about how you're involved in helping to encourage giving and generosity in the kingdom.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. I spent the first half of my career in the nonprofit world, in my last 15 years helping generous folks around the country get clear and confident about how they wanted to be generous. And here's what I've learned about generosity and why I think it's so important in the church. I think generosity has been hijacked by kind of the world of philanthropy. And we've gotten hypnotized by complexity. So I'm just delighted to see Leadership Network and pastors rally around this notion of helping people get clear and confident about what generosity really is. And it has little to do with charitable giving and a whole lot to do about spending themselves.
I really love that idea. It really is more about what you give from than it is what you give to, isn't it?
Yeah, it really begins with a sense of gratitude. I know we've talked about that. It begins with a heart's desire. This is really where God dwells and wants us to be giving from our heart's desire.
That's
right?
so good.
Yeah.
I always say to pastors that one of my goals for them is that they would hear more often from the people in their church, "Pastor, we talk about money around here more than we used to." And I think that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Because then the pastor could say something like, you may be right about that, but the reason we talk about money is because the Lord says, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also, and I'm your pastor.
It's
and
true.
I care about your heart.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And what else is in our heart that we express in our church is being connected. And this notion of connecting two people for their benefit, not our own, is a wonderful act of generosity and can begin this kind of journey of generosity that so many of us are talking about today.
Yeah, that's so good. So one of the things that we are excited to have some videos to show you now in this next section is we've got some clips from sermons where pastors have been teaching or preaching this idea of generosity and stewardship and giving. You'll see on the screen there a link to the book that Jim Shepard and I wrote called Contagious Generosity. One of the chapters in that book is all about how to leverage the weekend experience to encourage generosity and stewardship. And these pastors have really recognized that they need to preach generosity to their congregations for them to get it. So you're going to be seeing some great clips here from some messages that pastors have done on generosity and stewardship and giving. We want you to know as we move into that section of videos, another very important thing that we're offering at Leadership Network is an opportunity for you and some members of your church team to participate in a generosity hub. Hub is Leadership Network's brand new offering, way in which we are gathering churches together to help them collaborate with one another, learn from one another, and really accelerate their effectiveness in a variety of different topics like leadership development or succession planning or multi-site ministry or, like in this case, generosity and stewardship and giving. So Hub is going to be a great opportunity for you and your church team. You'll see a link there on your screen that you can click to get information about the Leadership Network Hub, and we hope you'll do that. So now, remember, you can vote for these videos, the ones you like best, by clicking the link that you see there on the screen. Use the hashtag LeadNet if you want to talk about what you're seeing and want to make any comments or observations. And now, why don't you go ahead and watch this group of videos that are excerpts from some sermons or messages, including content about generosity.